A coward dies 1,000 deaths. A soldier dies but once.
Welcome all, this is Blaezer RTW, I hope you are well. It's been a while, I've been busy at work. Any time on the computer has been spent invoicing and quoting and looking at people's bloody boilers and stuff like that. So yeah, not that I'm bitter, but yeah, I've got a chance to do a couple now, so we'll see if I've lost the swing of it. It's a 3v3 31k. Let's have a look over here. We've got S-Rax. He's the Skippy what's he gone, 14.6 I think. And then in the centre, VT Gaming Recruit, I expect that is. He has got 4 Arch Auxilia, 11 Urbans, 5 Cav. On their right flank is Nordy. He has 14.6 by the look of it. Okay, so on our team, on our left flank is Titan Zenki, who I think is Sparky. He's gone the Julia, I think that's 14.6, but he's interestingly split his army in two, so we'll see like that, and he's paired his cav up as well, so yeah, we'll watch that. In the centre, we've got Earth as Macedon. He has 4 Cretan archers, 6 companion cav, and then a load of royal pikes. Looks to me like he wants to go on the flank, so we'll see how that goes. That's not, I wouldn't say it's unusual, but you can sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Like they're going to play a certain way. It's going to be a more CWB style, I would say. If you see any pikes on the flanks and they stay on the flanks, then they're going to be a bit more CWB type attack, I would imagine. Although they've not gone crazy on the archers, but it is Roma facing. So on our right is me under Blaezer this time. Not sure why. I use Blaezer when I'm a bit under the weather and sort of like just want to mess around, sort of thing. So we've got 2 Roman archers, rest of them urbans, 6 cav. This is a bit more how I do now. I don't actually do anything different, I don't think, apart from the formation is slightly different, but I do like to have my little Roman archers just because I'm not that good with them, but there have been a few occasions where I feel they've made a difference towards the end, where I just leave them back here somewhere, and then when at the end, when all the calves sort of otherwise engaged or whatever, you can just chuck them out the back and then put them on skirmish. If the cav chase after them, happy days. That means that we get 3 strikes with our cav, or they can just sit there and flame the back of people at will and don't have to be in open order. So looks like it's all kicking off pretty quickly anyway. They're both coming for a big strike on me, the SBQR and the Skippy. I've seen it though, so I'm going to turn and face probably just in time, or just in time enough for them to not hit me, you know what I mean? Because obviously if I'd have kept running, he would just smash me with all his cav from the back while I was moving. I've had time to face up though, so that's pretty good. So these guys need to do whatever they're doing. Looks like Sparky's rushing over in the middle, so he shouldn't take too long to get with me. I could probably just do now with edging across. Yeah, there you go, happy days. So looks like we're going to actually... Oh, sorry, I was going to run at the line and see how it was going, but it looks like S-Rax is having a go. He looked to run his troops in. I don't know if that looks a bit glitchy to me or not, I don't know. But anyway, so I just shimmied across just to open up the line a little bit so these guys can push up and it be a flat line. Looks like they're thinking about, yeah, they're umming and ahhing about hitting me, aren't they? I think that was their, I can imagine at the beginning there was probably a let's rush Blaezer. And they still want to do it, but I think now that'll be that, as with respect to them trying to catch me out on my own, because I've got some backup here. Yeah, you can see Sparky set himself up in 2 separate armies, which is quite interesting. it's obviously a lot more flexible, manoeuvrable. I mean, these guys, three ranks of urbans, will sort of hold their own. You know, he's probably he probably have long enough. Even if that army come and took this one on, as long as it didn't flank it, he'd probably feel all right for a while. You know, enough to get a few more stages of the battles going before he needs to worry about reinforcing it. He's probably thinking about watching my back because he knows that they're going to be hitting me. So it looks like he's doing quite well. I do like that where he's taking up two armies with those two. So yeah, he's probably going to try and see if they can, if worst case is if they rush him like that, he's not going to get flanked. He can probably hold him, and that will give Macedon time to get around the back of him, which he looks like he's doing. So yeah, they want to be a bit careful on that side. We all know Earth is a good player and Titan, so I'm pretty much going to be assuming that I'm just going to sit here, try and tie up Esrax because I'm guessing he's their best player. I mean, I know Nordy's good, but I don't play with him enough. I haven't been beating him as many times as Esrax has beaten me, basically. So yeah, okay. So you can see they're just starting to marry up now in the centre. Esrax has pulled it over. So SPQR's got his cab over my side along with SRAX. SRAX is moving his lines up. I think they're going to hit me in a minute because he seems to be rushing a lot of troops up. You can see Sparky's two little holding forces are doing pretty well. Don't quite know what Earth's doing at the moment. He's probably over this end. He's just covering the strikes on there. So in comes SPQR for a strike at my left flank. Sparky's over there covering those, so he might be able to give him a hit, or if not, give the cav a hit. He might be able to actually hit the Peeler shield as they're retreating, which would do quite well because SRAX's Urbans, any of them are high value targets. So yeah, any of them going is pretty good. If he can pull out there now, yeah, that's a nice little strike there. I'm going to try and do the same. Let's see whether I get away with it or not. Probably not. No, here he comes. He's just sent in two, so he's not totally baited it where he's going to send in all his cab after that and then I just strike him. But he sent up this nice little block of force here, which is pretty good. He'll probably push him up anyway, and then what that means is that he can hit these three here, and at least three of my units are going to have to go through that urban in order to get to it. I've seen it though, and he's going to try and take it out. I might just pause that for a second because I can see stuff going on at the other end. I don't want to miss too much. Let's work our way back up from this end just so we can make sense of what's going on. So Earth's got his archers out on the flank. I'm guessing hitting up the cav. He's also got a few pikes there to defend it. Otherwise, he's rushing his pikes over this way. So it'd be interesting to see where he's sending them or if he's just keeping them as a sort of defence. He might even do well to lace Sparkies with them so that they can't take fronted. So it's sorry, it's been a long day. So they can't take full frontal strikes from the cav. You can see it's all a bit tit for tat there. Testudos have been put in for the peelers, etc. This guy's taken a quite a lot of digs on the right, so he must have taken a few peeler or archers or cav. In the middle, SPQR sort of spaced himself out a little bit. Sparky's still quite nice. He's into his second rank though there. I'm just holding up. I've just split my second line up as well. So I've got three urbans in reserve and then a couple there that are just exchanging peeler with the loose unit. So mine and SRAX's, depends on what happens with this little bit here, mine and SRAX's infantry is pretty similar. He's probably got a little bit more, but obviously a couple of cav strikes either way, and it all swings. As you can see, all the cav is around here. Let's have a look what's going on. So SRAX has sent a couple in to defend on this side. He's got three over here on the far right, on our right. I'm here waiting for him to come in and strike. Earth is going to try and take out this one unit. I don't think he's got enough cav. I should have really hit it, but then I would have got baited. Then maybe that's what Earth wants me to do, but who knows. So yeah, SRAX has sent those two in after mine, which is fine. He did rout off a couple of my units, so that's pretty good. There's just me forming up a couple of my units here. I probably wouldn't mind baiting him in. I've moved my cav around here, so I'm probably thinking about actually sending them to where he is as soon as he sends his in and then coming into the back of him. Earth's coming around the back here. If you could just keep an eye on it at the top, it looks like Skippy Eye has sent his cav after the archers, which is pretty good. Earth's bringing his pikes back or to the centre. Right, I think we could just about keep an eye on most of that there. So just think that Earth's cav is off there to the right and Sparky's. Nordy's coming with a good strike from the left there. Earth's just rushing up his pikes. Oh, here they come. Esrax is just held up just behind his. Looks like the SPQR is moving his infantry up. Esrax is moving all his infantry up. Mine's just holding out my P unit. I've still got these units in behind, so that's pretty good. Holding up my end of the bargain at the moment, keeping Esrax busy. Sparky's getting a bit of hassle in the middle. He's slowly getting overrun, so it's probably getting that stage now where he's thinking about reinforcing. Nordy looks like he's gone for a strike, but Macedon's moved in with fresh pikes, so they'll do well to fight down them. Macedon sent his cav right out here trying to flank Esrax's cav. We're heavily outflanking them with our cav now. Looks like I've just sent in a couple into the centre, just trying to take out a bit of the Brutii. I'm probably going for that Scipii general. In comes the cav fight over here on the right. So Esrax has decided to go for Earth, or Earth has decided to go for Esrax. Esrax has got an urban out there as well. That's mine and Sparky's key to totally overrun Esrax's infantry now. Looks like Sparky's got a couple of cav up there defending against his, but SPQR sending his cav in there. Looks like the pikes are holding up pretty decently. I've now hit that right flank, or as we look at it, Esrax's left flank, I should say, and then double backed and hit his cav in the back on Macedon. Sparky's coming in for a strike on the centre line of Esrax's SPQR. Scipii. We could do with just clearing out this general. We've done it because we've got behind him. In comes the SPQR cav. He's going to try and take out the Julii cav, is he? Yeah, he's trying to take out Sparky's cav. My urbans are there now blocking him in. We should be able to totally sideswipe him now, hopefully, or at least take out that SPQR general. That would be nice. We're surrounding him, so he should go. Up this end, looks like Nordy's fighting quite well with Macedon, and Macedon's holding him up quite nicely. You can see he's just about to break through the middle. If they get through the middle of there, he'll have to watch it. It might be worth him if he, obviously there's a lot going on, but I think if you put him in guard mode and then right click behind him, and they'll walk through that if he's not recycling his pikes. Was that all of the Macedon pikes? Yeah, it must be. He must have sent that army back round, or, coming from one side. So Scipio is now kind of doubling back round on the back of the pikes. There are Julii urbans in there as well. He's seen it though, and he's turned that around. Looks like we're clearing up over here on the right. We just want to take out this SPQR general. You can see Earth has still got his. I think most of Esrax's is gone. SPQR's got a few left over in the centre. There goes that general. Looks like the Scipii is just starting to rout off. One more whack and they'll probably go. Okay. Yeah, happy days. So I do need to get what's left of my infantry over here. Where is it? There. Yeah, I was taking out some SPQR, but I could do with getting it up here just because there is seems to be quite a big blob of urbans, and they've got quite a lot of cav there, so I could do with not letting them regroup. Looks like Earth's going to do the good thing there and come in behind them. Yeah, there you go. That's probably enough there. Just those two. Yeah, there you go. Chain route, and the cav's pretty worthless on its own. So yeah, happy days. My plan worked perfectly. Sit there and just let them do all the business. But that was a pretty good one. It's a pretty interesting one. Nice fast start. No sitting around and sort of sizing up. Everyone had a plan, or well, they had a plan, and it just didn't quite get me enough. And that was that. But otherwise, good play from good players, and I got the most kills out of them. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Good times. Right. See you later.
Follow me, Blaezer.